Hello and welcome to Computer Class Online. My name is Dave and today we're talking about how to utilize the format bar in Google Docs. And the format bar is right here at the top. It's pretty easy to see. File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Tools, Add-ons, and Help are some of the tabs. But first I'm going to title this document, starting out, Batman's document. Is there a better way to title a document? I don't think so. And starting out, we're going to go from File to Insert today. Click on File, and you'll notice that you can share this document with a well-meaning friend. You can do a new document if you want to. You can open a document you might have in Drive. You can make a copy of a document, which is so helpful if you need to make a copy. If you've done a ton of work or written something out or whatever. You can email the document as an attachment. So when you click this, it'll open up your email program. You can download the document as Microsoft Word as open document format, which I think that's more for Linux, more of a just like kind of a simple, not Microsoft Word format, but a simple format for documentation. Rich text would be if it has formatting, and a PDF would be if a document cannot be changed. It stands for portable document format. Plain text would be text without formatting, so no bold, italics, no fonts really. It's just simple, like a notepad text document. If you want to download it as HTML, there's a web page code source there that you could download it as an EPUB, maybe for a publishing type thing. You can make this document available offline, so it will kind of be on your computer, and then it will sync to the web when you come back online. You can see the version history. So if you mess up, go back in time, fix that document. That's what's up, doc. And then you can rename the document here, move it to a specific folder, add a shortcut to Drive. That's kind of neat. Move to trash, publish to the web. You can see your document details, which for me, you can see where it's located. And you can click on and change the language in case you ever need to do, let's see, what is Filipino or, yeah, different languages here. Polski, Portuguese. Anyway, you can pick a language if you want to. Page setup. You can change your margins here, landscape, portrait, paper size, background color of the paper. You can set as the default. I don't know why you would change the background color of the paper. That's a lot of ink, let me tell you. You can hit Control P and bring up print if you want to, and choose your printer from the drop down list. And under the pages, you could choose custom and choose which pages you want. Like I said, I wanted to print page 2. I don't have 2 pages, so it's going to tell me it's out of boundary. The more settings, if you click that, you can see the paper size again, number of pages per sheet. So you could print 6 pages on a sheet, let's just say. Bam, right there. That might be cool. You can also change the margins, the quality, the DPI. So let's say you had a really high quality printer, you could turn it up to 1200 DPI. That's kind of nice. Scale, let's say I wanted to scale your document page down to like 60% so you could print more on a different page or whatever, or maybe you just don't want to use up as much ink because it's just a first try or whatever, you're just seeing what it looks like. Definitely you could scale it down. You can print double-sided. There's the options there, and you can click print when you're done deciding. Moving on to the editing tab, there is the undo and redo button, Control Z, Control Y, which I talked about in my Windows 10 lesson. Let's go, Windows 10. So if I write out the word Batman, and then I press on, edit, and undo, Batman is gone. If I edit, redo, Batman is there. Or is he? Control Z, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y. Yeah, Control Y. Oh man. All right, so then there's copy and paste. There's actually cut. That's the biggest thing. So if I highlight a piece of text and I hit cut or Control X, bam, it's gone. Control V, paste, as it's stated here. Paste without the formatting. So if I was to bold this, Control C, and then they said Control Shift V, Control Shift V. Whoops, I'm in the same line. I gotta go to the next line. Control Shift V. Nope. Control Shift V. Wow. Did I not do it right? Paste without formatting. Shift V. Yeah, I'm not sure it works. Let's just be honest. Something's up with that. Control C. Control Shift V. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't. You could just turn off bold. Pretty useless button there, I'll be honest. Thank you, docs. You could delete. Oops. I want that back. Control Y. Control Z. Sorry, undo. Find and replace. That's super helpful. I could replace all the Batmans with David. Find Batman, sorry, and replace with David. I should just replace Batman with Batman and make a Batman continuum. Replace all, and there we go. We got a whole bunch of Davids. Don't want to see that, so I'm going to type Batman again. All right, so that's edit. And then view, you got different bars I guess you could turn on and off and on. Like ruler, for instance, I would recommend leaving that on, but in case you don't want the rulers there, the rulers are super helpful for like changing the indentation of how far your text is, in, so you can move your text back and forth. But your print layout, that's what you're looking at right now. This overall layout is the print layout. Show ruler, show document outline. That's super helpful because document outline, it's an AI that'll basically read through your paper and it will kind of see the different sections and suggest an outline. So kind of gone are the days of you having to come up with the entire outline. I know. Who would have thought? Have to come up with an outline. But yeah, you don't really have to if you have this turned on. See, outline point number 1, Batman, of course. We could make point number 2, David, right? Whatever. Your headings will appear here. Oh, okay, cool. So it starts to like outline your document for you. It's kind of a little AI thing. But anyway, the edits. Oh, we're on view. Sorry. You can do full screen, show section breaks. The section breaks are in the insert tab though. If you break in the middle of a page or for a section, you would be doing that because you want to have a different first page because maybe you have a cover page for like a paper or something, or maybe you have a page for an outline page of your paper, or you just want to split the document into 2 halves so that you can have different headers and footers for each section of the document. That is exactly why you put in a page break, and as a result, you can view those section breaks here. If you click that on, it will tell you the different breaks. I'm going to leave that off. Of course, full screen mode looks like this. Escape gets you out of it. Bam. Moving over to the insert tab, you can insert an image, upload from your computer. Here's my first thumbnail I made for my first video. Look at that guy there. What a stud. Anyway, that's how you insert an image. Just drop it in. Search the web. Of course, you know what I'm going to search for. Batman. And there he is in all his splendor. Oops. You got to click it. Hit insert. Kabam. I think this document just went up like 10 times in coolness right there. So that's image. You can insert from Drive, Photos, a URL, your camera. Interesting. Tablet. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Backspace. You can insert a table, and you can, put different lines around each little section here. If you want, you can kind of change the sizing of them, and you can also see that puts like the moment I click in it, it gives other options too. I can like colorize things. So I could color that line if I want to. That's kind of neat. Wow. Yeah. So once I select it, then it allows me to change the border color if I want to. Anyway, okay. So there's a little insert there for tables. Drawing. You could draw something and on this kind of a platform thing and then insert it as a picture or kind of a diagram. You can insert a horizontal line. You can insert, I skipped over this one, a chart. So I'm going to click on column chart. And if you click it, and then do the drop down here, you can open the source, and the source is going to be the spreadsheet that's associated with this document. So you can kind of alter the different number values, okay? And then you can link the objects, of course, and whoa, I feel like I just inserted this into, no, I didn't. There we go. Okay. So you can adjust the size, which is easier to do if you click it and just resize it like this. And then you can adjust the image options, you know, sizing, exact sizing if you want to, text wrapping, position, color, transparency. Ooh, that's a cool feature. Brightness, contrast. So you can do a lot of things. This is literally like an image once you create it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep backing up. Delete. All right. Also, we can insert special characters, like let's say you needed an arrow for some reason in your document, and you can insert equations if you want to do math. Kind of nice. Lots of those. You can insert header and footers, page numbers, page break. So let's talk about page break first, because I think it's the first thing you should start with. So like, let's say I had 2 pages, so I'm going to enter and go all the way down. I'm going to call this page 2, right? And I'm going to call this first one page 1. Okay, let's say I wanted to, right at the bottom of this page, create 2 separate sections of the document because I want to have a different first page. I would insert a break, next page. So you see it creates a break. And now if I double click in the footer, I can insert, actually I could check on different first page first, but I can insert a page number, more options, this section, so section 1 starting at, let's just start it at 7 to be weird, right? I can put anything down here I want, right? I could put words if I want to. But notice this one down here now has options to unlink to the previous one. I could just check that off, and I could insert a page number down here if I want to. And this is section 2. And I could start at 1. And so anything I type, well, it's not typing for some reason. Whoops, 1. There we go. So these are different sections. So this is still staying 7, and this is 1. I could literally make this anything. I could make it, David Wright outline page, whatever I want, and this section will still stay as a number 1. And again, I just double clicked to get into the header footer options, and the options are right here as well for footers, page numbers, removal of the footer, removal of the page numbers. All that's in the insert tab though. You can insert a page number, and there's more options there. And that's what breaks are kind of for, page breaks. That's what I would use them for. And then we also can insert a link. So like, let's say I wanted a clickable link here. Go to website, grab the URL for it, Control C, by the way. Basically, I clicked in the URL bar, Control C, drop it in, and hit apply. Oops, I did it wrong. Control V. You have to put text, or there's nothing to click. So you could literally put, click here if you want to. Apply. And there you go. You have a clickable link. You can literally just open anytime. So that's inserts. And then moving on, we have commenting. You can make a comment. Sub. Assuming you're commenting on someone else's document, which you can also do right here. Bookmarks. You can put a bookmark if the document's really long and show where you left off reading. That could be helpful. Table of contents. If you click that, then you can add kind of some formatting with the table of contents. All right, so that's kind of all these first 4 tabs that we're going to get to. What I want you to do is play around with Google Docs, the Insert tab, the View tab, the Edit tab, and the File tab, and see what you can come up with. Maybe you need to go back and to this beginning section and grab one of these templates from the template gallery. There's lots of them. But I encourage you, fool around with it, learn more about Google Docs and how to use it, because it's probably something you'll utilize in school or in college or at your workplace, wherever. And so get to know it. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.